Hi, this is Lorenzo.
And this is Natalia. Welcome to the podcast Canadian Citizenship by North York Community House.
This is the space where our volunteers will read articles about some of the topics you may encounter on the test. Welcome back, everyone. Hi, Natalia.
Hello, Lorenzo, and hello, everyone.
So, in this episode, we're going to talk about the Canada national flag.
Yes, and as usually, more specifically, about different flags in our history and when national flag started to fly over Canada.
This sounds like an interesting topic as always, so let's listen to our volunteer for today's episode.
Hello everyone, I'm Giovanni Giudice and I am a volunteer at North York Community House. Today we are going to read something about Canada's national flag. The history of the national flag. What flag is the unifying symbol of Canada today? When we think about a symbol of a country, it is common to think about the flag. The flag is used to air a country's past, present, and future vision all rolled into one. Canada is home to a wide variety of flags representing different aspects of the country's geography, history, and culture. It possesses enormous symbolic power. Today, it is the national flag of Canada, also known as the Canadian flag or the maple leaf flag, le unifolie in French. It consists of a red field with a white square and a red maple leaf at the center. At the time of New France, 1534 to the 1760s, two flags could be viewed as having national status. The first was the banner of France, a blue square flag bearing 3 gold fleurs-de-lis. There is some evidence that the banner also flew above Samuel de Champlain's habitation in 1608. Afterwards, the completely white flag of the French Royal Navy was flown from ships and forts. Early in the 17th century, it was regarded by the inhabitants of the colony as the symbol of the French nation. In 1763, as a result of the French and Indian Wars, France lost its sizable colonial possessions in Canada, and the Union Jack flew all across the wide territory of Canada as the proud flag of the British Empire. The Union flag, or Union Jack, is the national flag of the United Kingdom. It is so called because it combines the crosses of the three countries united under one sovereign. The kingdoms of England and Wales, of Scotland and of Northern Ireland. The origin of the term Union Jack is uncertain. By some versions, the name may be derived from a proclamation by Charles II that the Union flag should be flown only by ships of the Royal Navy as a jack, a small flag at the bowsprit. The term jack once meant small. In the late 19th century, it became popular to make an ensign for each colony. In 1867, the Dominion of Canada was established as a self-governing federation within the British Empire, and 3 years later a new flag, the Canadian Red Ensign, was adopted. It was a red flag with a little Union Jack in the top left corner, also including the coats of arms of the 4 original provinces of Confederation on one shield: Ontario, Quebec, Nova Scotia, New Brunswick. So when did the search begin? The search for a new national flag that would better represent an independent Canada began in 1925, when a committee of the Privy Council began to investigate possible designs. In 1946, a parliamentary committee was appointed with a similar mandate and examined more than 2,600 submissions. Agreement on a new design was not reached, and it was not until the 1960s. On the 23rd of March, 1964, George Stanley wrote a formal 4-page memorandum to John Matheson, a member of the multi-party Parliamentary Flag Committee, suggesting that the new flag of Canada should be instantly recognizable, use traditional colors, and be a simple design. In December 1964, Parliament voted to adopt a new design. Canada's national flag was to be red and white, the official colors of Canada as decided by King George V of Britain in 1921, with a red maple leaf in its center. Queen Elizabeth II proclaimed February 15, 1965, as the day on which the new flag would be raised over Parliament Hill and adopted by all Canadians. There is no official symbolism to the maple leaf flag, beyond the fact that the maple leaf is one of Canada's best-known national emblems, and red and white are Canada's official colors. The specifics of the design don't represent or mean anything in particular, and the flag is simply supposed to serve as a unifying symbol of the country. I hope you enjoyed the reading. Good luck on your test. I hope this was interesting.
Okay, Natalia, so did you know all of this?
For me, it's always interesting to know more facts from the history, but definitely I didn't know that there are so many flags existed in our history.
Yeah, very interesting. Yeah. Okay, so now let's take a look at some of the words that we heard. The first word is air. Many people might think air is the noun air, but in our case, it's a verb, and it means and you can use it when you express your opinions publicly. So, for example, the issues were openly aired and discussed by the group. Natalia, do you have a synonym for this?
I think to voice something.
Voice.
Yes, it's not very common. Also, it was interesting to know that this word air can be a verb. I never knew about this.
Yeah, and you see, and now you know.
Yes, good to know. Okay. So the next verb, actually, it's not very new, but once again, we met this word in this topic, possess. It's a verb. It once again will review that it means to have or own something. For example, the gallery possesses a number of artists' early works. So it means that they have a lot of something. Yes. So we spoke about this word in the monarchy topic.
Yeah. I think in the monarchy topic, we had the noun, possession. So now we have the verb. Okay. Our next word is to be regarded by. It means to think about somebody or something in a particular way. So, for example, her work is highly regarded, for example.
Mhm. So the next word is inhabitant. It's actually a noun. We do not use this word too often, but in general meaning, it's about when we talk about a person or an animal that lives in a particular place. For example, we can say that the town has 500 inhabitants. But in study guide, definitely you'll meet this word. For example, in this sentence, the French-speaking Catholics were inhabitants of New France. So inhabitant, to live in a particular space.
This is an interesting word because I would say maybe habitant, because I think in many Romance languages, habitant, but inhabitant. So that's good to point out. Thank you, Natalia. And the next word is derived from. So to come or develop from something. So to like the origins. For example, many English words are derived from Latin, for example. And Natalia, here too, this word comes also in the study guide, right?
Yes, and it's very, even some questions can be based on words that if you don't know exactly the meaning, it will be hard to answer. So please pay attention, especially to this verb, derive. And in study guide, you can meet the sentence, modern Canadian society is largely derived from English and French. You see, if you don't know, then
now we know.
come from English and French inhabitants. So the next word is ensign. For me, it's also a new word because it's not very common. Actually, it's a noun and it means a flag that flown on a ship to show which country it belongs to. But in our case, we spoke about the red ensign flag. And actually, the sentence can be the red ensign served as the Canadian flag for about 100 years.
Wow. Okay. Many new words in this episode.
Yes.
Okay, so
That's all.
thank you again, Natalia, for being here with me in helping to figure out what these words mean.
And thank you, Lorenzo, for being with me. And I hope that everybody can enjoy this topic and these verbs.
Perfect. And then we'll see each other next time.
See you.
This is the end of our episode.
Make sure to check out our Facebook page, Citizenship Test Preparation North York Community House, where you can find more information about our free preparation courses.
You can also visit our website, nych.ca, nych.ca, where you will find all the information and updates about our programs.
You can also find us on Instagram at NYCH Online, LinkedIn, and Twitter.